Is this thing on? Word.
So what, we get drunk. So what, we smoke weed. We're just having fun. We don't care who sees. So what, we go out. That's how it's supposed to be. Living young and wild and free.
So what? I keep it rolled up, sagging my pants, not caring what I show. Keep it real with my niggas, keep it playing for these hoes. It look clean, don't it? Watched it the other day, watch how you lean on it. Eat me some 501 jeans on it, roll joints bigger than King Kong's fingers, and smoke them hoes down to they stingers. You a class clown, and if I skip for the damn with your bitch smoking grade A.
It's like I'm 17 again, peach fuzz on my face. Looking on the case, trying to find a hella taste. Oh my God, I'm on the chase. Chevy, it's getting kinda heavy. Irrelevant, selling it, dipping away. Time keeps slipping away. Zipping the safe, flipping for pay. Tipping like I'm dripping in paint. Up front, 4 blunts like a leaper, put the wheat in
So
the
what,
chain.
we get drunk. So what, we smoke weed. We're just having fun. We don't care who sees. So what, we go out. That's how it's supposed to be. Living young and wild and free.
I don't smoke on air,
I don't
remember?
even care, cause if me and my team.
Never. I don't smoke on air. Well, okay. Sometimes. I was smoking beforehand, though. Sorry about that. Anyways, anyhow, anywho, good night, everybody. Welcome to tonight's edition of Blunt Talk. I'm your host, Joey Blaze. We are live from our usual location here in the garage. Joining me tonight will be several men who will be participating in tomorrow's Turkey Bowl. If you're interested in calling in regards to tomorrow's game, please put in a request in the call-in line. Just a solo show tonight. Ross Collins is out for the moment. We are doing the show here. Just a solo show. But anyhow, anyways, anywho, let's get to it. First, let's take a look at the history of the Turkey Bowl. Turkey Bowl first started in 2007 as a touch football game. Yeah, touch football was the first Turkey Bowl. We went to my old elementary school, Pleasant Valley. We played up there. It was very, very... Ron, I'll get you on right after I talk about this. It was very, very interesting. Not really much of a game. Second one, same thing. Another touch football game at Pleasant Valley. Third one ended up being at Pleasant Valley as well. That was a tackle game. It was initially just guys from our community who played from the South Mountain area. Well, not really South Mountain, but like South County, very, very South County. Like talking, might as well be Brunswick, but could be West Virginia, depending on how you looked at it. That's just kind of where we started at. And then in 2010, we moved the game to Gapwood Park. We played there from 2010 to 2016. During that, the game was a tackle game between people over 30 and people under 30. The first time we did it was 2011. The over 30 team won 14-0. We did it again the next year. They won 35-28. And then the year after that, they beat us 56-14. Yeah, it was pretty lopsided initially. And then the next 2 years, 2014 was played in a snowy mud pit, and it snowed at least 6 inches the night prior. Whole field was buried in it. 3 ponds grew out of it. It was a mess. It was a disaster. You thought Capital Classic was bad last year. This was way worse. Way worse. The last game was in Gapwood Park in 2015. That game was a 7-7 tie between the old and young. Game was called toward the end due to the fact that one of the players threatened to get his gun to quote-unquote shoot the old fuckers, as he put it. That player has not been allowed back since, and is not allowed back, period. I won't say his name. He has not appeared on a roster sheet, but he is banned forever. Yeah, good times. Really good times. Timmy Privet was there, actually. Good times. First time I met Timmy Privet before anybody knew who Timmy was. Classic Turkey Bowl, though. He threatened to get his guns. The old guys threatened to get their guns. Cops got called. Good times. Really good times. The next year, we relocated the Turkey Bowl to the Boonesboro Police Station, ironically enough. Which was one of the points I made out was, guys, if you start shit, it's going to be finished fast. Let's just not. There was a nice field, though. It was a pretty nice field in Boonesboro. Every year it was actually painted. They didn't do that for us. It just already was from them playing youth football there. The young guys got their first ever win in 2017, beating the old guys 32-14. They were led by Ant Smith in that game. That was the first year I opened it up really towards more people in the flag community. Those first few years, we started out as just a local South County game. And then in my first year at County, we got guys from Survivors to play. Same thing the next year and the year after that. But in the 2016 game, we got more. TJ Williams came up and played in that game. Brandon Carasquillo came up and played. A lot of guys started coming from all over the place to play. 2017, we had Ed Daly ride up and play all the way from D.C. We had 40 people that year. It was crazy. 20 on 20. It was a great game. Really good time. Last 2 years, though, we've kind of gone downhill a little bit. Last 2 years, we only had about 22 people at most. I'm getting so many notifications. It's so annoying. For both games. It turned into 9-on-9 football. Wasn't very fun. Wasn't the best product, but we had fun. So I decided this year to make a change. And the change I decided to make was we were going to go and change the format once again from football to flag. Tackle to flag. And that was something that a lot of people were kind of skeptical about. Some said it was breaking tradition. Some said that it's bullshit to play flag on Thanksgiving Day. I said, fuck what you think, I'm doing what I want. So we decided to go with flag. Just an open, kind of like a free agency tournament almost. A mini one. Something that I would love to do down the line during the summer would be a tournament like this, but like on a bigger scale. We had a draft a few weeks ago. We finally decided on a place today. We're going to play the fairgrounds tomorrow. I mentioned earlier in the day that I was talking with local authorities. Well, I had a friend who talked to them who's also with the authorities. He gave me some help with that. Let me know like what's going on. As long as we're observing social distancing guidelines, we are fine. That means, like, don't be around sharing blunts and all that. It's not a good time to be doing it anyways. Let's not be sharing blunts at this one. Especially when the county's sitting at a 9% positivity rate right now. You can smoke, just don't smoke within us. Don't smoke near us. Just keep it to yourselves mostly. We just want to get the games in. We don't want any trouble. As long as we keep our noses clean, we're going to be fine. That's the one detail that I got. The park was okay with people playing there. They said it's an open field, so we're good to go on that end. Like I said, mind your P's and Q's, though. Don't be stupid here. Just don't be stupid, and we're fine. It's like what I told guys last week. It's like, don't be stupid. We'll make it in Pennsylvania for KFFL. But that was an issue a week ago. And we didn't have any issues in PA. So. Schedule for tomorrow. Here's what it's looking like. Sorry for all the vibrations. I can't turn off Messenger for some reason, even though I have Do Not Disturb on. Good Lord, man. Quit blowing me up, fellas. I'm about to leave that chat. Let me try something. Alright. See if this works. Hope that works, because that was kind of getting annoying. So, here's the schedule for tomorrow. Kicking off 9 a.m. we got for you a good one. It's going to be Dirt World versus hashtag Fuck Your Team. Tyler Spencer and Lurie are going to be facing off. Going to be an awesome game. Really looking forward to it. Oh, it ain't my horse. Trust me. It's your captain who's blowing up my phone right now. I just blew my phone up, tell you. It's your captain, not my horse. Trust me. They know better. They know better. Trust me. But anyways, Dirt World versus hashtag Fuck Your Team. Going to be an awesome matchup. 9 a.m. kickoff. Winner of that game will have a bye into the 11 o'clock game. The loser, though, has to play back-to-back. They're going to be taking on Damien's team, Thanksgiving Goats. Looking forward to that game. Should be really exciting. I do have the roster sheets at the moment, but I'm not going to say who's on what roster because I want to keep it fun and interesting. But, I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be an awesome event. We were going to serve food initially. However, due to COVID concerns, we're not going to quite do that anymore. That's kind of been off the table. If anybody wants to order food or just kind of pick up or something, feel free. Should be a really awesome time. Should be a really good time. Looking forward to it. Yeah, this is going to be a good game, guys. A tournament, really. A nice mini tournament. It's the last one we're going to have. This is pretty much the end of 9-man in the DMV until God knows when. Which is sad to think about, but it very much is the possibility we are facing right now. I would like to hope for we're back in April or March, but who knows? So let's value every single moment that day. Let's just value this day and cherish it because it's going to be a high of 65. It's going to be cloudy or sunny out, depending on, I guess, where you're standing. We're going to get one last nice day out. Till spring. At the earliest. Unless we're going to Nationals, which I know some of you are going to Nationals. I am going to Nationals. I'm pretty stoked about it. So let's enjoy this day, fellas and girls. Anybody coming? Children of all ages. My own personal predictions. It's hard to call this one. It really is hard to call this one. It all depends how everybody gels, you know? Sure, you could say, oh, there's a lot of good names on here, but what if the team don't have chemistry? What if it doesn't work out? You know, guys run different schemes. It's going to be interesting to see how guys play together. That's what's going to make this intriguing. How is everyone going to click? Some of these guys are familiar with each other. Yeah, they're teammates. But some of them aren't. Some of them are working together for the first time. What role are you going to play? What position are you going to be? A lot of questions. How do you handle the egos? What happens if you got too many people in the huddle talking? Who's the leader? It's going to be interesting. You're going to see flag football at its finest. It's going to be a determination of who can band together and win. Like I said, there's 3 games. Best record wins, and the way it works would be that if it is a 1-1, 1-1, 1-1, as in both sides went 1-1, it would come down to who had the best point differential in the end. Plus the head-to-head. It would be basically top 2 point differential and who won head-to-head between them. That's how that works. So I don't want to leave it to solely point differential. I want to make it interesting. Either way, with the format, the champion won't be determined to the 3rd game. If a team, let's say Tyler's team goes 0-2 tomorrow, before the 2nd game's over, they're out. We have a Lurie Dame final set up right there. The winner is the champion. There is going to be overtime. Overtime will be enforced. Quarters will be 12 minutes long. There's going to be no flip of the field at the end of the quarters because I don't want to take time moving back and forth on all that. I'd rather we just get to the point and go. Anything to keep the game at least under an hour. We know how it goes with clocks and everything else. You guys have played on a circuit. You guys have played in league play. The goal is to at least be done by 12, if not a little after. Cussing's allowed. I'm allowing it. I'm going to actually make sure to mention that to the officials not to call that. Cussing will be allowed. You can say what you want. We're going to allow it. No penalties for that because that's unnecessary. But I will say, if things start getting tensuous or anything like that, it has to be shut down quick. Yeah. That's another thing. Any sort of fighting that breaks out, if a punch is thrown, that person's ejected. And they are banned from future events. That's something I'm putting in. If a full-scale bench clearing brawl happens, both teams are disqualified. And the championship goes to the third team who was not involved in the fight. So theoretically, if a fight broke out in the first game, Dane's team could clinch it by just that virtue alone. Because I'm not going to tolerate that. I'm not going to put up with it. We're here for a good time. We're here to have fun. We're here not to draw a negative attention to ourselves. Let's be a positive for the community one more time and go out with some fun flag football before Nationals. Because, like I said, this is probably it for 9-man. York got canceled on the weekend. I honestly thought about canceling myself because York did. The positivity rates are not looking good, but I've said it. We've been doing this since, some of us, January. Some of us been doing this since the end of summer. We started back here in May, before phase 1. And some of us were practicing during COVID before we even knew how bad it was. So let's just go out one more time for fun. I think it's going to be a great time. I'm really looking forward to it as well. If anybody wants to call in, put a request in. If not, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I'm really looking forward to tomorrow's games. I'm going to be up around 7 o'clock. I'm going to be at the fields trying to set up. Would like to have somebody help out if someone's... I want to paint the field, I really do. Probably not a good idea, though, but no one uses the park anyways after that time, so don't think anybody's going to notice a difference. We'll have cones, though. That'll work. I need measuring tape as well. I'll also send a live stream video of where to pull up at, where to play at, and everything else, and where to sit at when there's no games going on. So we'll have that all up for you tomorrow. It's going to be a good time. We're looking forward to it. Can't wait to see you all. Hope you all have a good Thanksgiving for those not coming. We're here to put a show on for you tomorrow. We'll fill in the spot before the NFL takes over. Sad to hear about the Steelers-Ravens game being postponed, but just one of those things. 2020. Well, we got a month left. Shoo. Just one more month and maybe we'll go back to normal. But it's been a hell of a fun year with you guys. But I'll save all that for the wrap-up show for the end of the year, which is probably next week. So till then, I'm Joey Blaze. I don't see a request, so have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow morning.